$1.5 billion palaces, stealth jets, and 300 bodyguards on duty, this isn't a movie. This is real life. So what goes on behind those armored walls? Check out 8 shocking layers of protection surrounding the world's most powerful leaders. And trust me, the last one will surprise you. Trump is protected like a king of war, 300 bodyguards and a golden castle. Donald Trump isn't just a president, he's a global lightning rod of attention, power, and controversy, and that makes him one of the most heavily protected men alive. His life isn't secured, it's fortified. At every second of every day, up to 300 elite agents shield him. We're talking layers of protection, armed bodyguards, counter-surveillance teams, rooftop snipers, drone patrols, emergency response forces, and AI-run security systems scanning for danger before it even breathes. When President Trump moves, the beast rolls first, an 8-ton, $1.5 million armored Cadillac designed to survive biological attacks, high-caliber rounds, even landmines. The streets shut down. The skies clear. The motorcade slices through cities like a sovereign convoy from a Cold War thriller. But it doesn't stop there. Back in Washington, the White House isn't just home, it's a high-tech fortress. Surrounded by 13-foot steel fencing, underground motion sensors, 360-degree surveillance cameras, and an electronic shield connected directly to NORAD, it's become a living monument to power under pressure. Inside, Trump's residence on the second floor has been redone in signature style. Red velvet drapes, gold-plated decor, chandeliers glowing like fire above polished marble floors. And Mar-a-Lago? That's no weekend escape. It's a $300 million coastal stronghold where rooms are scanned, skies are locked down, and even the ocean is under radar watch. Every time the president visits, the estate transforms into a presidential command center with snipers on rooftops and airspace restricted for miles. And then there's the sky, the ultimate symbol of presidential might. Air Force One, $660 million Boeing VC-25A, still roars through the clouds carrying Trump. With missile countermeasures, encrypted satellite command centers, surgical emergency bays, and more technology than some nations' military, this isn't a plane, it's a weaponized palace in the air. But here's the truth. Donald Trump isn't just living under protection. He's living like an emperor with a nuclear football at his feet, gold under his fingertips, and a security force that makes him untouchable. In 2025, the world doesn't just watch Trump, it orbits him. Because getting near him? It's a fantasy. Comment Trump if you like him. You've heard of Cold War paranoia, but Putin's life takes it to nuclear-proof extremes. His palace? His car? His guards? All scream one thing: untouchable. Putin's $1.3 billion fortress, the most protected man on Earth. When Vladimir Putin moves, the Earth seems to hold its breath. You're not just watching a man, you're witnessing a symbol of untouchable power, cloaked in secrecy, steel, and strategy. His protection? It's not security, it's domination. On the ground, his $1.5 million Aurus Senate isn't a car, it's a tank in disguise, rolling through the streets in a convoy of black armored beasts that silence everything in their path. With bulletproof shields, run-flat tires, encrypted communication lines, and a team of ghost-like agents trained to kill before you even blink, this isn't transportation, it's tactical warfare on wheels. To the sky. That's not a commercial airliner, that's Putin's Ilyushin Il-96-300 PU, a $500 million flying war room outfitted with anti-missile tech, command centers, and even medical bays. And here's the kicker: 3 decoy planes often lift off with him, flying in formation, escorted by fighter jets slicing through the clouds like silent guardians. But Putin's security is a full-blown military-grade ecosystem. At its core is the Federal Protective Service, FO, a 50,000-strong intelligence force that answers to no one but Putin himself. These operatives don't follow government orders, they follow him. And closest to him is the SBP, his elite inner ring of bodyguards, trained to detect threats before they even materialize. Armed with bulletproof umbrellas, shield briefcases, and nerves forged in steel, they never leave his side. His home? Not a mansion, a kingdom. The Black Sea Palace, worth $1.3 billion, is more fortress than a state, armed with missile systems, hidden bunkers, and luxury so decadent it makes Versailles look humble. Crystal chandeliers, a private theater, even a nuclear-proof bunker. It's a modern-day citadel, carved for a man who refuses to be touched by time, threat, or fate. Inside this iron curtain is a silent choreography. Every meal is lab-tested, tasted by a loyal volunteer before a single bite reaches him. Every sewer grate, rooftop, trash bin is scoured before he arrives. Guests are scanned remotely with tech so advanced it could hear a lie whisper. Even his own guards remove their bullets when standing near him, because in Putin's world, threat doesn't come only from outside. And after the 2023 Wagner uprising, he didn't flinch, he fortified. Tanks in the streets of Moscow, combat drones overhead, a steel ring of National Guard troops encircling the capital like a crown of fire. This isn't a leader on defense. This is a sovereign fortress, a political immortal cloaked in paranoia, precision, and power. And as the world watches from afar, one thing is certain: getting close to him isn't just impossible, it's unimaginable. Think armored trains are a thing of the past? Not in North Korea. Kim Jong Un rides through tunnels of steel, secrecy, and gold toilets, and that's just his daily commute. Kim Jong Un's armored empire bulletproof train, $300 million mansion. Kim Jong Un isn't just the supreme leader of North Korea, he's the ultimate symbol of power and control. But what keeps the world glued to him isn't just his politics, it's the way he's built himself up like a figure straight out of the Cold War. His life is designed like a mobile fortress, 3 layers of tight security, secret villas, armored trains, and decoy planes that can throw the world off course. At the heart of this system is Unit 974, an elite bodyguard force, selected not just for their skills but for their unwavering loyalty. When it comes to transportation, Kim Jong-un doesn't opt for comfort, he opts for survival. The Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard he rides in is estimated to cost more than $1.6 million, smuggled in from Europe, evading international sanctions. No one knows for sure where he spends the night, since even his own team is informed only at the last minute. The security system surrounding each trip is like a military operation, from sealing off the city to blocking all communications. Traveling by plane? Yes, but always with 2 or 3 planes taking off at a time, only one of which actually carries him. The Chame-1, a specially modified Ilyushin L-62M, is not so extravagant as to be eye-popping, but it is discreet, encrypted, and hard to track enough to disappear from radar. But his most trusted mode of transportation is his 90-plus car armored train, complete with military conference rooms, dining rooms, gold-plated toilets, and private living quarters, a fortress on rails worth hundreds of millions. Kim lives among mansions like Ryong-song with nuclear bunkers, electronic security systems, and direct connections to military bases. The complex is estimated to be worth $300 million. And when he needs to leave the capital, he heads to Wonsan, his private seaside resort, which boasts a private yacht, a helipad, a mini-submarine, and even a dolphin park. The total cost? About $450 million. It's a private resort kingdom for a man who keeps a strict distance from the world. And while he doesn't use a smartphone or email, he still controls everything through a private military network. All of this reflects more than just caution. It reflects a system built to protect not just a person, but a political legacy. An image of power surrounded by loyalty, fear, and absolute control, making Kim Jong-un one of the most mysterious and inaccessible leaders in the modern world. The Vatican looks peaceful, but it's protected like a military base. Inside, AI surveillance, elite warriors in Renaissance armor, and a pope guarded like a president in wartime. Comment Kim Jong-un if you like him. Pope Leo XIV Ultimate Security, the Swiss Guard, and the state-level shelter. On May 8, 2025, the Catholic world witnessed an unprecedented moment in history. Robert Francis Prevost, an American, officially became Pope Leo XIV. But behind that momentous religious event was a world of security organized like a machine of absolute precision. This was not just a pope, but a global leader who lived through faith, politics, and security pressures at the head of state level. In the heart of the Vatican, where every move carries symbolism and history, the Pope is surrounded by the Swiss Guard, the oldest active security force in the world. They wear colorful Renaissance costumes, but each is a true warrior, Swiss citizens, impeccable records, former military personnel, trained in the use of modern weapons, this from MP7s to close combat techniques. They are not just symbols, they are human shields, ready to sacrifice themselves at a moment's notice. Alongside them is the Vatican Gendarmerie, a highly modernized security unit that coordinates the system of AI cameras, drones, scanners, and radars throughout the area, ready to coordinate with the Italian police, Interpol, and even NATO when necessary. Whenever the Pope appears, especially in St. Peter's Square, the space is instantly transformed into a maximum security zone, but still maintains the solemnity and serenity of his role. The Pope's vehicle, the $500,000 Popemobile, combines an open design to bring the faithful closer together with advanced protection technology including bulletproof glass, a reinforced chassis, and a separate communication system. Pope Leo XIV even proposed an electric version, a modern and environmentally responsible vision. When the Pope leaves the Vatican, he does not own a private plane, but each trip is organized like a high-level diplomatic operation, Shepherd One. As the Airbus A330 or Boeing 777 is called when he is present, is equipped with a medical room, custom business seats, secure connections to the Vatican, and a personal escort of doctors, priests, security, and media. It's not just about transportation, it's about carrying the image and beliefs of the Church to every corner of the world, and where to live. Not a gilded palace. Pope Leo XIV chose to continue living at the Domus Sanctae Marthae, the St. Martha Guest House, a 5-story building built in 1996 at a cost of around $20 million. Behind that simple exterior is a sophisticated security system, facial recognition cameras, underground fire escapes, concrete bomb shelters, armed guards on duty 24/7. And during important events, the level of protection can be on par with that of a head of state in wartime. All of this creates a setting where faith and power intersect, where the 21st century Pope is not only a spiritual leader, but also a global icon protected by the most elite and silent of the modern world. No noise, no ostentation, but absolutely precise and weighty. What do you think about the Pope's high-level protection? Share your thoughts below. India's PM travels in a $1.8 million mobile fortress and sleeps in a secret underground villa network. It's not just security, it's strategy wrapped in sovereignty. Narendra Modi's mobile fortress, $1.8 million limousine to 5 underground mansions. Narendra Modi is more than just India's prime minister. He's the symbol of a nation in transition, and protecting him is more than just a security mission. It's a system designed to maintain the image of power, stability, and national stature. Leading that defense is the SPG, the Special Protection Group, an elite 3,000-strong force trained to do one thing: protect the Prime Minister at all costs. On the ground, Modi rides in a Mercedes-Maybach S650 Guard worth about $1.8 million. It's one of the most advanced armored vehicles in the world, bulletproof, blast-proof, bio-filtered, and comes with a host of survival features like emergency oxygen tanks, run flat tires, and fireproof batteries. Every detail has been designed to enable him to continue running the country even in the most urgent of situations. In the sky, his Boeing 777-300ER, codenamed K7065, is his flying fortress. Costing around $160 million, it is the equivalent of the US Air Force One, but custom-built to Indian military standards. The interior is simple but functional. Encrypted conference rooms, VIP sleeping quarters, private kitchens, medical rooms, satellite communications, and the ability to operate even in electronic warfare situations. His residence at 7, Loch Cullion Marg also reflects his government security philosophy. Not overly lavish, but protected at the level of a wartime head of state, 5 separate villas connected by underground passageways, private gardens, a chapel, a fish pond, and a helipad, and a nuclear-proof bunker. The estimated value is more than $250 million, but what makes it even more valuable is the defense system, infrared cameras, motion detectors, tricks at each gate, and a sniper force on standby 24 hours a day. Whenever Mr. Modi moves, SPG conducts a site survey at least 72 hours in advance, scanning for strange signals, blocking phone signals, deploying drones, RF jammers, and deploying up to 2,000 local police officers. Every trip is a security exercise, calculated down to the last detail. For Mr. Modi, protection is not just about personal safety, but also a message from India to the world. that it is willing to invest every resource to protect what it believes is the pillar of its future. Royal protection isn't just tradition, it's high-tech armor on wheels and wings. From $15 million cars to no-fly palaces, the king is shielded like a billionaire general. King Charles III and his armored cars, private jets, and $4.9 billion palace. As the heir to the throne after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, King Charles III not only shouldered the responsibility of the head of the United Kingdom, he was also a living symbol of the monarchy that had existed for centuries. And to protect this king, England built one of the most sophisticated security systems in Europe, a perfect combination of royal tradition and modern protection technology, designed to leave no room for error. At the top of that security layer is SO 14, the Royal Guard of the London Metropolitan Police. Each agent is trained to respond to the most extreme situations, from counter-terrorism, chemical attacks, to nuclear threats. Standard equipment includes a Glock 17, bulletproof vests, encrypted communications devices, and a personal GPS alert system, with 6 to 8 agents accompanying the king on every trip, along with drones, snipers, and a stealthy rapid response unit. King Charles III's primary vehicle is the $15 million Bentley State Limousine, one of only 2 in the world built for the royal family. The car is a mobile fortress, full body armor, 5-inch bulletproof glass, run-flat tires, a biofilter system, and encrypted communications with the government. Whenever the Bentley rolls, it is escorted by a fleet of Land Rovers, Range Rovers, and bulletproof police cars, a parade of power and control. In the air, the king flies the RAF Voyager, a customized Airbus A330 MRT that cost more than $220 million. This is a military aircraft equipped with a private cabin for the king, secure communications, anti-missile and anti-radar technology. For domestic travel, he uses Sikorsky S-76 or AW-109 helicopters operated by the Royal Air Force, upgraded to be bulletproof and capable of emergency landings. His residence, Buckingham Palace, is the crown jewel of the royal family, worth an estimated $4.9 billion, and is protected by the Royal Guard Regiment. Infrared cameras, motion detection systems, rooftop snipers, and an internal response unit hidden behind high walls. Clarence House and Balmoral Castle are also heavily guarded with biometric sensors, military-grade electronic security controls. When the king appears in public, everything is planned in advance, a 48 to 72-hour lockdown, minus sweeping, inspections of sewers, roofs, power lines, strategic sniper placement, undercover police, and drones flying silently overhead. King Charles III, despite his more open and approachable image to the public, always has precise surveillance down to the second and meter of land. Because with a national symbol like him, even the smallest mistake can cause geopolitical shockwaves. In China, power doesn't parade, it disappears. Xi Jinping's world is a maze of encrypted planes, invisible agents, and the most secretive compound in the East. Xi Jinping's million-dollar shield, $1.2 million home key car, and top-secret residence. Xi Jinping is more than just a head of state. He's the centerpiece of Asia's largest power machine. For him, every move isn't a routine, but a carefully calculated strategy, where every glance and every gesture is programmed for maximum stability. And to protect the man who holds the future of a superpower in his hands, China doesn't need flashy displays. Instead, it's built a security system so sophisticated it's almost invisible, completely effective and silent. His security system begins with Unit 8341, the Central Guard Force under the Central Military Commission, which dates back to Mao Zedong. The soldiers are handpicked from the People's Liberation Army and must not only be loyal, but also have unblemished personal and family records. They are not mere bodyguards, they are the arms of a political machine that is constantly on the alert, even within its own ranks. When the president appears in public, he rides in a $1.2 million Hongqi N701 limousine, a symbol of technology and defense. The long, black car glides silently through the streets, fully armored, with 7-layer bulletproof glass, biofilters, run-flat tires, and military navigation. But he never travels alone. Behind him is a motorcade of 8 to 12 vehicles, including jammers, ambulances, and elite agents. There are no gaps, no surprises. And when he leaves the country, Xi doesn't simply board a plane, he steps into a flying fortress. The Boeing 7478 is a custom-built, Minimalistic but sturdy interior, secure conference rooms, encrypted communications, anti-missile equipment, jamming radars, and even decoy planes flying alongside for ultimate protection. No one knows where he is, no one knows when he will show up, and that's the way Beijing likes things. And his residence? Zhongnanhai, the equivalent of the White House and the Kremlin, but completely closed to the world. Inside are high walls, private lakes, bunkers, enclosed gardens, and a no-fly zone that is activated as soon as Xi arrives. Residents living near the area are restricted from moving. Security cameras are centrally monitored, and every basement, manhole, and roof is thoroughly inspected a day in advance. The way Xi Jinping is protected says more than any speech. This is not just a matter of personal safety, it is a survival strategy for a political system that values stability above all else. In a volatile world, protecting one person is protecting the power structure he represents. And within that structure, everything is silent, precise, and impenetrable. Which one of these presidential security systems surprised you the most? Or do you think someone else deserves to be on this list? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe so you never miss a new story about the world's most fascinating people. Thanks for watching.